This is where the fun begins.
Hello there. How's it going?
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and today we're taking a look at the SH Figuarts Rey from Star Wars The Last Jedi, one of my most favorite Star Wars movies, and this is a favorite costume of mine for Rey, so it's a figure I've been looking for a bit. The Black Series one has scratched that itch for a number of years, but when I saw this one go up for a great bargain, I had to go for the upgrade. A special thank you to Mr. Coffee. You might know him from the Out of the Basement Discord server, or more likely, Monday Night Figure Bowl with Wilbon. Either way, thank you, Mr. Coffee. Super excited to add this one to the collection. Let's go ahead and get into the review and see if Last Jedi Rey is an addition to the collection. Alright, here's Rey in the packaging. Let's go ahead and start by looking at the packaging. This is your standard SH Figuarts, especially from the Last Jedi era, with a big window, with a black border around it, with a little red foil ring around it. You have, from the new film Star Wars The Last Jedi up there, you have the big window showing Rey and her accessories off nicely. You have Star Wars SH Figuarts. You have some information about the company. Rey from The Last Jedi, Bondi Nations, Bondi, Star Wars. You have more SH Figuarts info over here. You have a picture of the figure looking pretty cool. Around back, you have a bunch of information about the figure and the accessories written in anime, and a bunch more anime for your legalese, and no barcodes or anything. I guess they don't do that over there. But anyway, very standard SH Figuarts packaging. It's really cool to see the different companies outside of the Black Series, which is what I collect most. But it's really nice to see a different flavor. So without further ado, let's get into the review. Alright, here's Rey out of the packaging with all of her accessories. She comes with an awful lot, like most SH Figuarts do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. For starters, she comes with her blaster pistol, painted very nicely. Nice shiny silver everywhere, except for black on the grips, and a little bit on that black box painted on both sides. Very, very well done. It comes in her holster. It's not like in the tray in the box. It comes in her holster when you open her up. And once you get it worked in there, it does store very nicely, not coming out. Now, for her to carry the blaster, she has some swappable hands. I'll show you the swappable hands in the swappable hand segment here momentarily. But she has multiple hands, and only one set of the hands will work. So the fists that she's wearing out of the box don't do much for it. She also comes with two versions of her lightsaber. This is a very, very pale blue blade, and I mean, it's almost clear with a tint of blue, if anything. The hilt looks very, very good, painted nice and silver, a little bit of gold on the side of the box. You have the black grips down below, the red button on the back, the black button on the front. Looks really good. Features a non-functioning D-ring. I mean, I guess you could hang it on something, but hanging a lit saber on your belt, that seems unsafe. And then the saber comes in half for sliding into the grip hands, which I will show in further detail during the hand segment. She also comes with an unlit saber hilt, looking very nice. Again, painted just as well as the lit version. This one just doesn't have a blade, unlike the Black Series where they do the unpeg saber blades. You just get a hilt and a lit saber. Now, this has a D-ring on the bottom, which would hang on a belt nicely, I'm sure, but she doesn't come with anywhere to hang it, even though she does wear it on her belt in the movie. I don't quite get what's going on here. Like, come on, where do you go? You should go. But it does not go. There's a little part of me that was like, maybe you can like tuck it under the belt, and it kind of works, but it kind of sticks out. So ultimately for me, I mean, like, maybe for photography this is nice, but it's kind of a useless accessory in general for me. So now she comes with her bag, which is painted very nice. It's in a kind of like mustardy kind of brown with a dark brown strap. You got some little like netting on the front of it and some silver on buckles and clips. It just looks very, very nice. Now to put this on her, you take her left arm, put it up over her hair, or over her head, I guess over her hair too, and then you have to loop it around over her hair. See, that was where the word came in. And then bring her arm back down, and it is molded pretty much to only fit over that one shoulder, but it lays very nicely, very nice, very tight. It looks just like you'd expect a bag to look when you wear a bag. So that was well done on Bondi's part. But it kind of, I don't want to say it gets in the way, but it's just like, I'm going to have her doing lightsaber stuff on my shelf, so I don't personally need it. Now, Rey also comes with a swappable face. So let's first take a look at the face that it comes with out of the box. Looks really, really good. This is an amazing Daisy Ridley likeness. I absolutely love this. To bring in the Black Series one, just for a comparison. And honestly, I think the Black Series figure is generally a good Black Series, except for that likeness. That likeness is rough. And as I understand, the Galaxy's Edge, like 4-pack that has like Rey, Hondo, and Chewbacca in it, allegedly is this with photoreal, but I haven't been able to find that for a price I like, and I've seen some photos, and I don't think it's actually photoreal, so I'm not totally sold there. So yeah, this is like the definitive Last Jedi Rey, in my opinion, for the 1/12 scale. Just looks very, very nice as far as the face. I mean, that's dead on Daisy Ridley. You have some great paint going on in the hair. It's very well sculpted. And as you see, there's just a little bit of a seam line. Now, they've hidden it well. They've hidden it where the hair is pulled back to go to that up-high ponytail. So for you to swap the face out, you have to just pull it up and off of the clear skull and setting that face off to the side. Here comes the new one, and it just pegs straight down. Just get it to plug in nice. And now you have a little bit of a battle gritted teeth, you know, getting ready to yell while dealing with some Praetorians. And it looks like Daisy Ridley, just angrier. You got some hair droopies going on there. And yeah, I think it's alright. But I do kind of prefer the other face, because even though she's not like battle screaming, you know, it's not like she's not like smiling or happy here either. It's kind of neutral. It's kind of like, you know, she's thinking her way through the fight. And I'm okay with that ultimately. So now we are going to go through the hands. So SH Figuarts likes to give you swappable hands. So right out of the box, she comes with these 2 fist hands. These are really good for knocking out Praetorians and breaking your knuckles when you do so. I don't think most Jedi fist fight, but it's cool to get them. It looks cool. And not upset with those. And now on to the next set. Here are Rey's grip hands. Now, these are for the lightsabers. Now, you won't be able to get her, I don't believe, you won't be able to get her to hold the unlit one correct, because it does not pull apart. So, the thumbs are molded into the fingers here. It is a closed grip, and so you can maybe work, I guess you can work the grip down there. You can have her offering it to Luke. But these hands are really meant for the lit lightsaber. As mentioned, it comes apart like so. So to get her to carry the saber, you would put the top of the saber through the hand and then bring the bottom of the saber, peg it back in like so. And now she does have a very nice, very secure grip on the lightsaber. And I do like the look. It is a little better than your standard C, you know, G.I. Joe figure hands. And it looks all right. I'm pretty satisfied with that. It is a good way to try and convey this look. So that is how you would get Rey to hold the saber. These hands are kind of like the trigger finger hands, but the trigger fingers are really almost more of a pointing finger. But these are sculpted to carry the blaster pistol. You work the pistol in the hand, it goes very easily. And you see her finger goes over the trigger hole, but she's practicing some really good trigger safety. She's not putting her finger on it until she intends to blast, I suppose. There's no, like, in the trigger guard. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just a unique way to do that. Now, these hands are open, so I suppose you could get her... Oh no, as I pop the hand off. But you could get these hands to carry the saber if you tried. As I shot that hand off, likely lost forever. Not lost forever. Whenever you drop a figure accessory, follow the cats in the room. They always go to wherever things move. As you see, it can hold the saber, but it's not really the hand intended for that. And then finally, she comes with these kind of relaxed hands, which could work as like force hands or stuff. You know, you're pushing or maybe you're pulling, or they're kind of just neutral, you know, karate chop hands. And yeah, I think these are probably not going to get too much use in my personal collection. But they're there for those who would like to have those. Now we're through the hand segment. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the figure. We know the head sculpt is pretty good. The rest of the sculpt does look really, really great. She has the gray-blue kind of fabric wraps going over the base costume. It's very Force Awakens styled, but blue this go around. It's a brown, like, under tunic that's kind of got a nice heavy weave pattern going on, and just some very nicely sculpted fabric-y wrinkles on those blue overstraps. She's got her forearm wraps that she sported in The Force Awakens, continuing on through this one, and they look really nice. Leather wrist strap there, and nothing on this side, but that's okay. She has her kind of orangey brown leather belt going on, with some wraps going on there, and then her holster featuring some nice silver painted rivets in it, going around to the back. Again, just these straps looking very nicely sculpted. The tassel ones on the end are very soft rubber. They get out of the way, and which is good. It gets out of the way of the articulation. That's what SH Figuarts is known for. There's a little bit more of a look at the crosshatch like stitching pattern on the under tunic. Very, very nice. She features some gray pants with kind of like red leather boots, looking very, very excellent, very well done. Nice gloss paint application, makes them look very leathery, and there are some cross straps going around the back. So the outfit is recreated very well, and it just looks like Last Jedi Rey. It's my favorite skin for Rey in Battlefront 2. I see it quite a lot, and I'm just happy to have a nice representation of this on the shelf. Just to do another comparison, because as mentioned, we are going to compare to the Black Series a little bit. I'll say, the Black Series one, I've been okay with. This is the one I picked up on Force Friday 2017. And, you know, from the neck down, it's been alright. It was from kind of like that middle onwards era of Red and Black Box where they actually got really good and no one just wants to talk about it. But, you know, like, from the neck down, I think both of these figures are pretty good. Of course, the Figuarts will be an upgrade, and it better be for the price. But there's just a lot more going on with the shading. This is a little bit light. This is a little bit darker. It's a little more consistent. The paint apps are a little bit cleaner. And ultimately, I think for like a $60, $70 figure compared to a $20 at the time figure, I think it makes sense. And that this one looking better is the move. And yeah, I think that this is like the definitive version of this costume if you needed a definitive Last Jedi Rey, which I did, because again, it's my favorite Star Wars movie. To run through some articulation here, she is going to feature the double ball neck that all Figuarts do, allowing her to look that far up, which is really good. She can basically bury her chin, although it kind of makes the hair stand up in the back. She can get a lot of side-to-side going on there, and then a ton of pivot. Her arms come up to a T-pose. There's a really deep butterfly joint in there, which is just really well done. 360 at the shoulders with a little bit of a bicep swivel up there, kind of on the ball. And then single-jointed elbows can go way past 90. There is no... I don't want to break it. No, I don't think there's any elbow swivel, but that's okay. And then the hands are on a ball joint on a hinge, which can swivel, so the hands can do anything depending on how you articulate them. There is a double ball under like the belt thing going on here, allowing you to crunch her that far forward, that far back, that far to the side, that far to the other side, all the waist rotation you could ever ask for. The legs come out that far, they go that far forward, a little bit back. There is some thigh swivel in there. If you just look up in there at the engineering, there's a ball on, or there's a socket on the ball, and then the socket itself has a swivel. There is also the drop-down leg feature that a lot of SH Figuarts have, where you can just pull the leg down a little bit. It gives you not much, maybe another 1/8 inch of height, if you think that you need that on Rey. And then she has single-jointed knees that go a little past 90, and then no swivel at the knee, but you have that at the thigh. It articulates there. And then her feet can point pretty far down, pretty far forward. There's a forward-facing pin for rocker, allowing you to get some decently wide stances with both feet flat on the ground. And there's a toe articulation. So really good standard import stuff going on here. It is not the best. It is not the worst. It is average in the best of ways. Average as far as Figuarts go, that is. I mean, it's better than most Black Series. To do some size comparisons, here is the Black Series Rey again. And the Black Series is just a touch shorter. I don't think that's a bad thing. Here is the Black Series Rise of Skywalker Rey, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Black Series ever. And they just nailed the photoreal on her. They're about the same height. Here she is next to the Figuarts Crate Luke Skywalker. Let's get Rey to stand up there a little bit better. And then, setting this one aside, here is the Black Series First Order Stormtrooper. I haven't picked up any of those Figuarts ones yet, but the Black Series Stormtrooper stands a bit taller, which I also feel is fair. And then, setting aside Rey, setting aside the Stormtrooper, because I still had him out of the cabinet from the last time I needed him, here is the Figuarts Revenge of the Sith Anakin. Not that they ever spent any time together, but just to compare to another Figuarts. All in all, I think they scale pretty nicely. So at the end of the day, what do I think of the SH Figuarts Rey from The Last Jedi? I think that this is a pretty flawless figure. I absolutely love it. It is an excellent upgrade to the Black Series one. However, like I said, I don't think the Black Series one is that bad, but it definitely improves the few things that it didn't do great. And I'm ultimately very happy to have it in the collection. She poses like a dream. The hands make it really fun to get some different poses as opposed to just the normal C-grip hands that most figure lines use. And I'm just incredibly amped to have this one on the shelf. Thank you again, Mr. Coffee. Greatly appreciated. I couldn't have gotten this without you. I'd been waiting for a deal, and you just couldn't let me pass it up. So, thanks again. I hope everyone had a good time watching the review. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. Check out the channel memberships if you care to do so for 99 cents a month. It gets your name put on the end credit of every video going forward ever, and it's just a great way to show a little support for the channel. If you can't, that's not a big deal at all. I'm just happy that you guys care to show up and watch. That's it. Until next time, may the Force be with you, and goodbye.